Even the Prime Minister concedes that Peter Dutton is a bloke that can be relied upon. Here is our Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese.
Peter Dutton, though, I must say, I have a much better relationship with Peter Dutton than I had with Scott Morrison. Peter Dutton has never broken a confidence that I've had with him. I think it's very important that the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition are able to exchange ideas and information and get cooperation wherever it's possible.
I mean, Scott Mayman, Peter Dutton's a Queenslander. Some people south of the Tweed don't get why Queenslanders should be the leader of the Liberal Party. It'll be the first time ever. I've known him for over 30 years, since he was a teenager. He's always been an honourable and reliable bloke, and some of the sledging that's been thrown at him by some of the extreme left suggests they're worried about him. But this is the right move, isn't it, Peter Dutton?
Well, my greater concern, actually, Gary, is going to be the idea of what journalists are going to be doing. We saw 6 weeks of campaigning and all these gotcha moments involving journalists through the election campaign. It was deplorable. And all it really did was humanise Anthony Albanese. It made a mockery of the journalistic profession. As long as those journos were actually doing things for programs, that's one thing, but for news was another. I just hope that they don't try to employ the same issues, the same way they handled their questioning of Peter Dutton as they did during the election campaign, because it just made a mockery of the profession, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, there's no doubt Prime Ministers and media were both issues. Bronwyn, we've got like about a minute and a half. I mean, Peter Dutton, you know him well. I've known him a long time. I know him well. I think he's got what it takes. He's got to bring the team with him, and the team's got to get behind him.
Absolutely. Look, Peter is strong. We know, and you know what he stands for, and he will be able to set up again the principles that the Liberal Party stands for. We really lost our way, we really did, and it's Peter's job to bring us back to the principles of free enterprise and bring us back to the philosophy of individualism and policies that are going to be focused on making life better for the Australian people. And that means he's really going to have to tackle the fact that the path that the government has taken is not the right path. And it means he's going to have to attack every day, just like Tony Abbott did. You don't win elections by trying to be an imitation of your opponent. You win elections by setting out a clear alternative plan and explaining why yours is the right way to go and why the way that your opponent is going is the wrong way. And honestly, we've been discussing tonight what is the wrong way, and we're going to see this country get into deeper and deeper trouble because the Labor Party does not have the answers to the problems we face. And Peter Dutton is the man to point that out.
Yeah, well, let's hope that he is able to keep them on a better path. Scott Prasser and Scott Mayman, thanks so much, and Bronwyn Bishop. I mean, it's fair enough to say that Peter Dutton is being portrayed by the left as an extreme right-winger, which is absolute rubbish. He says, I'm talking from the centre, and that's where to position it. There's no doubt about it.